What's up guys, my name is Scarlett. Welcome back to my channel where I discuss comic books, movies, TV shows, games, all sorts of pop culture media. Today we'll be talking about Marvel's Spider-Man 2 and pretty much everything we know about the game so far, so pretty much just a brief recap. If you are new here and want to hear more news, updates, or theories on games, movies, TV shows, comic books, etc., then you should consider subscribing, turning on notifications, and leaving a like and your opinion on what we talk about today in the comments below. With that out of the way, let's get into the video. So with the games we are all anticipating to come out over the next couple of years, I believe it's safe to say Marvel Spider-Man 2 is up there as one of the most anticipated to come. If you don't know, Marvel Spider-Man 2 is a direct sequel to the 2018 game Marvel Spider-Man on the PS4, while on the other hand the spin-off Miles Morales that came out in that of 2020, and it being in most ways even better than the original. With that, it looks like Miles will be a core character in this universe moving forward. There is a lot of information out there, so today I've gathered it all for you guys here to keep you updated. This information includes villains, platforms, plots, and rough launch date, and playable characters as well. So let's get into that information that we have. So Marvel Spider-Man 2 will launch in 2023. This is all we know so far, sadly, although if I had to guess myself, it would probably be releasing in later 2023 with marketing kicking off sometime before the end of this year. Next up, in the post-credit scenes of the original 2018 game and as well Miles Morales, we got post-credit scenes of Norman Osborn in his secret lab with his son Harry with the symbiote latched onto him. It isn't clear which route they will be taking for the symbiote, but so far it seems they are taking the Ultimate Comics route of the symbiote, where the symbiote was created by someone rather than it being an alien and it somehow finding its way to Earth. I'm hoping it's an alien and that Norman found it somehow, but that's just my personal opinion. Do you think it should be an alien, or do you want it to be something that someone created? Most likely that being Norman Osborn in this universe, whereas in the Ultimate Comics, Eddie Brock's dad and Peter's dad created the symbiote themselves. So speaking of the symbiote, Venom will be in the game as shown in the reveal trailer that we have got so far. Venom will be voiced by Candyman actor Tony Todd, and I believe this gives the classic feel to Venom from the cartoons, like that of the 90s animated series Venom. Speaking of villains, so far we know Venom will be a big role in the game, and also in the reveal trailer we hear a voice asking for a challenge, and it has to be no other than Kraven the Hunter. I wonder how they will approach Kraven the Hunter. They could do a few different things with him. They could give him a TV show, or he could just be a regular hunter. I think the TV show would be an interesting thing to incorporate, although a lot of fans didn't like Screwball, who had her own live stream TV show thing, so who knows. In terms of villains who will most likely be returning or showing up, most likely we will see Tombstone and Black Cat return in side storylines or DLC possibly. In terms of showing up as in new characters, we might see Mysterio. Now hopefully it's a small side mission, but possibly with a big boss battle. We do know Mysterio exists in this universe, and I'm interested to see what Insomniac can do with him. Now obviously we have Norman Osborn, and we have gotten teases to him becoming the Green Goblin, but I don't think he will be a part of this game as the Green Goblin. If anything, he'll be most likely a part of the third game, possibly along with Carnage as the Green Goblin, if Carnage isn't in this game, which I hope he isn't, because Venom and Kraven are plenty enough for this game. Hopefully in the third game we can see Green Goblin and Carnage. Maybe we can get Red Goblin in the third game, although that's a pretty new character, but we'll see, who knows. So now sadly, in terms of platforms, the game will only be available on the PS5, and this is sad news, but does make the most sense for Sony. They want to push the PS5, and plus they will be taking advantage of the PS5's new technology to make the game even better. On top of that, Miles Morales, which is available for PS4 and 5, it runs okay on PS4, but sometimes there is some lag and other problems as well, but it seems to run smoothly on the PS5. While this is a sad case, we do have some time to get our hands on a PS5, but at the same time it's been almost 3 years and it's still scarce to find a PS5. So moving on to playable characters, it's being heavily rumored that Miles and Peter will be playable, and possibly either Venom or a symbiotic version of Peter, which I mean, yeah, obviously most likely, since we know Venom will be in the game, Peter is most likely going to get the black suit. I hope we can play as Venom like that of the Ultimate Spider-Man game. That would be cool and interesting. Most likely after we complete the game we'll be able to switch characters from Miles to Peter, Peter to Miles, hopefully, while free roaming the city. Moving on, we do see in the trailer that Peter will have his new advanced suit 2.0, and it will include arms reminiscent of Doc Ock's arms. This is most likely due to Miles having his upgrade with his bioelectricity ability, and Insomniac wants Peter to have his gimmick, so to speak. And it isn't an Iron Spider suit like the comics or the MCU, just the upgraded advanced suit with 4 mechanical spider legs coming out of the back. Also as well, I believe that the 4 spider legs will have a bigger role in the game in fighting the symbiotes. I say symbiotes because we might might actually see more than one symbiote. We don't know for sure, but it's definitely possible. Anyways, that is all for today, all the information that we have so far on Marvel Spider-Man 2. If you guys want to stay updated on the latest news for this game or anything else Marvel and a little DC related, consider subscribing, clicking the bell to turn notifications on to know when a new video is posted, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time.